4 frontier AI models. OpenAI shipped 3 of them at once: Sol, Terra, Luna. And Claude's Fable 5 is the 4th. The exact same job costs $7 on one of them and $60 on another. Pick wrong and you're overpaying 8.5 times. In the next 8 minutes, exactly which model to use for what, using OpenAI's own published data, including the numbers they'd probably rather you didn't screenshot.
First, OpenAI's naming, decoded, because it confused everyone. GPT 5.6 isn't one model, it's 3. Sol is the flagship. Terra is the balanced everyday model. Una is the fast, cheap one. The number is the generation. Sol, Terra, and Luna are permanent tiers that upgrade on their own schedule. Remember the names, they're not going away.
API pricing is based on 1 million tokens for both input and output. The rates are Luna, $1 in, 6 out. Terra, $2.50 and 15. Sol, 5 and 30. And Claude Fable 5, 10 and 50. Per token pricing can feel abstract, so here's what those costs look like in practice. Here's one identical job. 1 million tokens in, 1 million out. Think analyzing a big code base or a stack of contracts. Luna, $7. Terra, $17.50. Sol, $35. Fable, $60. Same job, 8.5x spread. Run that daily for a month, and it's the difference between $200 and $1,800. So model choice is a budget decision now.
But most of you aren't paying per token. You have a ChatGPT subscription. Here's what each plan actually gets. Free and $8 Go users, Terra only, and only inside ChatGPT Work and Codex. Regular chat keeps the older default model. Plus, at $20, you get Sol, the actual flagship, with rate limits, plus your pick of all 3 tiers in Work and Codex. Pro, Sol Pro for the highest quality answers, plus Ultra Mode. More on that in a minute. Bottom line, for most people, Plus at $20 is the sweet spot. You're getting the same flagship Pro users get, just with limits. When to use each. Luna. High volume, simple tasks. Classification, extraction, summaries, support bots. Thousands of calls a day. It's not a toy. On the Independent Coding Agent Index, Luna outscores Claude Opus 4.8. Weakness? Long documents. Its recall collapses past 256K tokens, 41%, where Sol scores 91. Big files? Move up. Terra is where most work should live. It matches last generation's flagship, GPT 5.5, at half the price. Notion's founder says many of their agents perform just as well on Terra for half the cost. Production apps, drafting, analysis, everyday coding. Terra. And stop overthinking it. Solar is OpenAI's best model ever, and 3 things justify its price. State-of-the-art on the Coding Agent Index at 80. Best in the world at agentic browsing, 90% on BrowseComp, and computer use. And Ultra. It coordinates 4 AI agents working in parallel on one task, 16 in some configurations. Long autonomous jobs finish faster and score higher. That's the Pro Tier Flex. Now, the weirdest chart in the whole announcement. Arc AGI 3. Pure abstract reasoning. Puzzles no model has memorized. Sol scores 7.78%. Every other model on Earth, Opus, Terra, Gemini, under 2%. That's a 5 to 10x gap on genuine novel reasoning. And notice, the best AI on the planet still fails 92% of these puzzles. Both facts should blow your mind. So why would anyone pay $10.50 for Fable? Because when the problem is ambiguous and a wrong answer costs real money, Fable is the model professionals trust. Its reasoning is always on. It makes judgment calls other models fumble. Downsides? Single answers can take minutes, and it's the most expensive frontier model on the market. And as of today, July 19 is the last day Fable is included in Claude Pro and Max subscriptions. After that, it's pay per token. That deadline has moved 3 times, so check before you buy credits. Now the part nobody's covering. Everything I'm about to show you is from OpenAI's own announcement page. Their tables, their numbers. Real-world software engineering, Bench Pro. Fable, 80%. Sol, 64.6. 15 points. Not close. The broadest intelligence index? Fable still number 1.
And it keeps going. GDP val, real professional deliverables judged head-to-head, Fable on top. The hardest research mathematics, Fable. Even physician-grade health questions, Fable by a hair. 4 benchmarks on OpenAI's own page where the competitor wins. Credit to them for publishing it.
Now, to be fair, here's OpenAI's actual argument, and it's a good one. On overall intelligence, Sol lands within 1 point of Fable, while finishing tasks 61% faster at roughly half the cost. And on some professional benchmarks, even Terra and Luna beat Fable at around 1/16 of the price. So the real question isn't which model is smartest, it's does the last 1% of quality matter for your task? Sometimes it absolutely does. Usually it doesn't.
One more detail I found fascinating. On OpenAI's genomics benchmark, there's no Fable score at all. Why? Because Fable refuses to answer most advanced biology questions. Anthropic deliberately restricts dual-use biocapabilities in its top model. OpenAI ships it with safeguards. Anthropic just says no. 2 labs, 2 philosophies. And depending on your field, that's either a deal breaker or exactly why you trust them. Your cheat sheet. High-volume, simple tasks? Luna. Daily production work? Terra. Autonomous agents and computer use? Sol. When the answer absolutely must be right, legal, research, hard engineering? Fable. And remember, the cheapest model per token is not the cheapest per task. A wrong answer you redo twice costs more than a right answer that was pricey. OpenAI also just cloned Claude's co-work feature, ChatGPT Work, and that comparison is even spicier. It's my next video, so subscribe. Which model won you over? Comments below.